Well, what a gloomy day in November. Hello everybody and welcome back to Somerset Farms. So we're starting at 8 minutes past 9. It's a little bit rubbish weather. The rain is meant to be with us till about 11 o'clock. So it's going to stop play for a lot of harvesting. Now in this month, we can harvest a couple of things. If we have a look on the map, then we can see our free cornfield is ready to be harvested, but we can't do nothing while it's raining. And I might have got a bit carried away and just sort of gone and purchased this little thing here. Yes, this has sunflowers in. Now the reason I got this is because when we started the farm, we were granted with the oil mill. So, sunflowers, sunflower oil. Why not? We've got the oil mill. I don't know what else I'm going to put in there, really. I mean, we've got some canola that we're doing, so we can put canola oil in as well. It's sitting there. It was pretty cheap. I mean, it cost what? Let's have a look. 24 grand. So we could use it, flip it on if need be. I'm not sure what else I'm going to put in there. If anything, I might just use the sunflowers, make oil, and sell it on. But for now, though, there is a few things we can do while the weather's a little bit rubbish. We're going to jump into this. We're going to put some lights on. Oh, the spotlights as well. I forgot we've got spotlights on the roof of this. We don't need them on. A bit bright. I'm going to go pick up my trailer. And I'm going to go get the honey. Because the corn's going to go straight into the cereal factory. And obviously we need honey. We need oats, so we can't quite do cereals just yet. But the corn, when we can harvest that in a little bit, is just going to go straight in to the cereal factory. What else do we need? We need raisins. Now again, I've got no real plans because we need grapes and a grape production and all that kind of stuff. So I am just going to go to the shop. And I'm going to purchase some raisins. You don't go far. As in, you don't need many. But for now, let's get some honey out of here. So the spawn point then for the honey, it doesn't really hold much. 2 pallets. And I'm not sure actually what this trailer is going to be able to hold. I don't think it's going to be able to hold much. So let's just see if I can get these loaded. Now we'll head over to the cereal factory. So for now, I'm just going to take these 2 pallets. I was going to load the trailer up full. Seems like we've got that issue back again. If you look at the top, 19 frames. Whenever I start loading trailers like this, it's really jumpy until I move away from the trailer. And we're back to the 60 frame limit that the game allows. That is very weird. I thought we solved that issue. There's something causing that, and I have no idea what. So because these pallets are only 400 litres per pallet, and obviously they are going to weigh properly on this trailer, there's no taking the weight out of it. I think if we load that trailer up, it's going to disappear into the ground. So I've got a better solution. So we just go drive down here, then we should be able to get into our production. I think it's this one here. Got the BJ up here as well. We've got the silage clamp, and then here is the production. So we want cereals, which is going to be this one right here. So we'll go drop this straight in. We can't see around the building. So if we go put them in for now, I've got a solution to be able to fix this issue. So what I'm going to do is if I come over to the production list and go onto the cereals and go to honey, I'm going to change the priority to 1. Now this is the only thing we've got that's going to take honey. And if we go around to the bees, we'll be able to change that one to distributing. So it's going to send all that across, hopefully, to the cereals and put it in here. And we don't need to leave it like that all the time. We can obviously build up and be able to then sell some of the honey if we want to make some money. So we don't need it all going in. The honey ratio in here, as you can see in the middle, is 1 honey. So it's going to take a while to go down. So we'll just sort of let that go through. We've got to fast forward time a little bit because of the rain. So we fast forward. We're about 9:30 at the minute. If we fast forward through, we'll go through till 10 o'clock. Now, if we go and have a look now in the productions, do you know what? This is a mistake I always make. You need to activate the cereal production for it to work. I knew there'd be something that I'd forget. You have to activate it. I know we're not going to be doing anything thinking it's not working, but it still has to be active for that to distribute across. Okay, well, we've got to go to 11 anyway because of the rain. We've got to get rid of the rain before we can do anything. So we'll fast forward through to 11. And then this now should, fingers crossed, we put that back down to 2. We don't want to go too quick. It's still raining. Said on the weather it was going to ease off. Hit 11. Now, as you can see, there you go. Honey is all gone, and it's all in there. So what we can do now is go around and turn this around. Now, we're going to deactivate it. And on the honey here, we're going to get it back to storing. So we can now disable the Zero Factory so it's not going to charge us for it running. Because obviously the production cost per month there is 120. We're not using it yet. We just want to send some honey across. So that's ready now. So we can go and leave that. We can store some up there. And then obviously if we store it up in there, we can either then sell it straight from the bee production. We can spawn it out and get the pallets. Or we can just go and transport it across. But I think 12,250 litres in there in the Zero Factory. That's going to be enough for a little while. So I think the rain is starting to ease. And it looks like, looking at the clouds, it looks like it is passing. So hopefully any time now. So I'll go get the combine. We'll go get set up at the cornfield. We could do some corn. So I'm all set up at the cornfield. We've got the trailer here ready. Now, I'm sticking with this combine because I did just have a quick look about leasing a bigger combine. And the combine alone to lease is nearly 14 grand. And that's not for any extreme combine. That's just a couple up from where we are now. Now, granted, this header is quite small, and this might take a little while. But I just didn't think it's worth it at the minute to be able to go and sort of just lease something for like 14 odd grand. And then obviously the header, I don't know how much the header was. I don't think it's worth it. It's not a massive field, and it's not like it's going to make us a lot of money. So we're going to go through with this. Straw swath is enabled, but I'm not sure if we're going to get straw from corn. So we will find out. There is a mod that does allow it, and I have got it installed, but I can't remember. We will find out. Are we going to get some straw? Oh, we do get a bit of straw. Now, we're not going to get much because the header is mighty small. Don't have access to this land. Is that little bit of corn going to be right on the edge? Can we not get that now? We need every little bit we can. So let's just go back up a little bit. Let's just see if we can get the edge of this corn in. Oh, I think we can, you know. Look at that. So we are getting a little bit of straw. I'm not even sure if it's actually worth it. But we could come through with the bale and see if we can get a bale. Or a couple of bales maybe. It's still something we can put in the shed. So I'm going to whiz through. I'm going to get this done. And then we can put this into the Zero Factory. And obviously while I'm leasing the header, we'll get the sunflowers done as well. So one headland round then has got us 1,530 litres. Not bad. I'm hoping this corn should go pretty well in the Zero Factory, and it should last us a little while. So let's crack on. Let's get this done.
I told you every single time, don't you worry. You would always call me at the wrong time, so you can know what I was up to. Oh, don't you get that? It's just stupid. Hey, just hear me out. It's been a while since we were good, so why we dragging out when we've been doing everything we could? I don't wanna feel so lonely tonight. Every time we spend time, I wanna do this for the last time. I don't need it, no, I don't need it, no, don't need you here to feel alright.
The corn harvest is all done. Now I'm just going to set a worker on here because while I've got the same header works for corn and sunflower. So we'll set a worker on, and let's just see, because there's no collision on the hedges, the workers should technically go through the hedges and not like stop. Won't realize that they're there. Now it's going to go off on a bit of an angle, but not to worry, we can come back and tidy up a little bit. Hopefully the worker will be able to master this one. Let's go back and get the corn. So 6,654 litres of corn. Not a massive amount. But then they are going into the cereals, and not a massive amount gets used of corn in the cereals, if I remember right. Let's take a quick look. So yeah, 1 honey, 1 raisins, 2 oats, and 2 corn. So yeah, not a massive amount, so this should last a little while. Obviously, we're going to need to stock up more, but it should get the ball rolling. Let's bring this over to the cereal factory and put the corn in here. And we are getting very close to being able to start this then. So we're just missing some oats, and we're missing some raisins. Now, raisins we're going to have to buy anyway, but oats we could harvest. So oats we can't put in the ground until March next year. Then we can harvest them in July. So we're going to have to a little bit of a wait for that. So there's no rush on the cereal factory. We've got the free corn. That's gone in. That's great. So let's get back and see how's the worker getting on with the sunflowers. The good thing with the sunflowers is we can take them straight away and put them into the oil mill, and that would just start immediately processing. So I'm not going to wait for any more ingredients for that. It is just literally the sunflower straight in and start processing to sunflower oil. And we should get some money from that. Just give us a bit of a boost. So the worker's not doing a bad job, actually. That's pretty good. Just this little bit at the end. And if you see, the little bit at the end is slightly out the field anyway. So I think... I really don't... I don't know what to do with this field. Do we keep it? Because we're going to get our money back if we flip the field. I just don't know if it's worth keeping. We'll see how much we've got from the worker. Maybe we could put sunflowers back in here again and keep using this for sunflowers. I'm just not sure. It's quite small. Is it really worth holding on to? Or is it best what I'm doing now, where it's just getting the sunflowers out of it and then flipping it on? Let's go see what the worker's got in. So as it stands at the minute then, we're in the trees. The worker's just turning around through the hedges. Best way to do it. 2,191 litres. We're not even going to get 3,000 litres from this little field. That's not much at all, is it? It will make us, I'm hoping, a couple of pallets of oil. So it's still going to be some money. I just don't think this field's going to really be worth holding on to. Tough decisions. Money's very small and we just need to try and find what's going to be the best way to make money. I'm really tempted to get that devourer again and start tackling some trees around here. Because we've got a couple. There's one there in the hedge. Got a couple on the land that we could use. That made us some money. I was shocked. We have got a grass field. Maybe we could do some silage bales and sell them to the BGA. Silage does go down pretty well. Oh, workers. No, we need to sack the worker there. The worker's missing some little bits. Just back here, worker. There we go. Let's try that again. So, do we go for animals? I really wanted to get sheep. And we could also use the grass, turn it into hay, feed the sheep straight away. Sheep will make wool. So we've got some money there. How much wool are they going to make for the amount of sheep that we could get? There's so many sort of tough decisions to sort of try and think of this early on in a farm. Let's just go and get this little bit up here. But I really do think this field's worth flipping on again and getting our money back from this field. Now we've got everything from it. Not even 2.5 grand there. Or 2,500 litres, should I say, not 2.5 grand. Just go get this in. Take this straight over to the oil mill, get it processing, and see if we can get some oil. Let's go and put our sunflowers into the oil mill. So we'll put them in there. Not going to be much. I don't think it's going to make us much, but every little helps. We can go on to sunflower oil and we can activate that, and it's going to store that. So I might have just gone and leased this beastie thing again, and I might just go and hit a couple of trees on the farm. I don't really want to take the trees down, but it was so much money. I really want to try and swap out the baler as well. Swap out the baler for a quick baler. It's got a slightly wider pickup, and it also does wrapping as well. So if we want to do silage bales, we can. And I really want to be able to try and get a windrow because, well, looking at the scattered little bits of straw on them fields, it'd be nice to sort of windrow them together, make a bigger swath. So I'm going to try and do a couple of these trees. Oh, that's... It never gets old. Let's just see, can we lower down? I didn't realize as well that you can actually, it goes underneath as well. So you can actually lower it down on a stump. So instead of removing the stumps, that's pretty cool, that is. Big thanks to Miss Sim Gamer for that one. I was watching one of her Let's Plays on Red Rock Ranch, and I saw that's what you could do. So go up to the trees, but then you can lower it down on it as well, just to get rid of the stumps. So big thanks to Miss Sim Gamer for that one. Right, what do you think? Is this, are we going too far now? I mean, this is 41,000 litres for this. Are we going too far if we take these out in the middle as well? Oh, do you know what? No, I'm just going to leave that one. Because this is the cow pasture and it's really going to help. We can actually cut the grass in here. It's growable grass, so it will grow back again. So let's just see if we can get this to go in and spit into there. So we're going to have to take the trailer across on this tractor because, well, it's still got stuff. So 18,000 litres in here. So let's just go and detach that one. Take it across. We'll go sell it. And just see how much this one trailer is going to get us. I'm hoping it's going to be a nice amount. For that one tree, I think it's going to be good. So I'll see you at the sell point. So this is the place to sell the wood chips. So let's back over to the container. Let's sell these, and then the front should also put the rest of it in. I'm hoping for a nice amount. Let's see what we get. Every penny counts. That's everything into the trailer pretty much. There we go. Trailer's starting to go down on its own now. Bank balance is just shooting up. I'm just so gobsmacked at this setup. Just over 6 grand to lease this. One tree. 52 grand. For one tree. Wow. So that's nearly got me my baler outright now. So we're going to sell the old baler. So that's going to get us about 35 grand back. I think I can go buy my new baler and the windrow outright. What do you think? So this is the baler that I want to get rid of. This is the one that we were given when we started the farm. But it'll only do 125 centimeter bales. The new one does bigger bales. It also wraps it as well, so we can do silage. And it's got a slightly wider pickup point than the actual baler itself. So it's a bit, and it's a quick baler as well, so we can shoot through quicker. Seems pretty good to me. So yeah, we'll go ahead, we'll sell that. And we'll go buy the new stuff. Here we go then. Here is our new toys. Got a windrow. Here's the quick baler wrapped in purple chrome. You know I like purple. And obviously the wrap colour for the silage bales. Got to be purple as well, hasn't it? And this trailer that we've used before. I decided to get another one of them. We leased it last time. I've actually gone and bought it this time because now we've got a grass field. We are going to be doing a lot of bales, whether it be hay, grass, silage. So I think we're going to need one. So let's go start taking some of this across to the farm. Put the windrow and the baler to use. I definitely think this windrow is going to be great. Nothing too ridiculous. It's just going to help bring things in just a little bit. Especially obviously for baling as well. We need a nice swath. So it's going to come in handy because with having the grass field, and obviously the grass, as we know, is going to grow. It's going to grow quite a few times. We are going to be able to get some hay. Some grass bales as well. But also the main one, some silage. That's where the money is. We'll be able to sell that to the BGA. So I think all this is going to make us some money back. I don't think we're going to have to worry too much. Let me get 3 into 1 here. Ooh, just. So we'll be able to get a little bit of straw off these fields. I don't know how many bales I'm actually going to make, actually. I'm not sure. We will find out. I think we're gonna hold on to them for now because it would be nice to try and get some cows as well at some point, but I just don't think our bank balance will support cows yet. But we could go for sheep. Now, if we go for sheep, we'll be able to get some wool off them. But obviously they just take hay. So cows are going to take a little bit more looking after. Now we can just give hay to cows, but I think they have to be on TMR to be able to get milk. I think. Don't hold me to that one, but I think that is what we have to do. So we'll just drop this here for now. go across, get the new baler. So if we unfold this, we can set the bale size to 125, 150 and 180. So we'll go for the big 180. I did also add on the silage additive tank onto this, so it should help more when making silage. It should make it better. So we'll have to go buy that from the store. So let's just see how we go then. Let's drop this, turn it on, drop it down. Let's just see what we get. Might get a nice amount 3, I'm not sure. But it's got a bigger header as well, so the pickup point is just a little bit bigger than the actual baler itself. You know, I'm not even sure if we're actually going to get a bale out of this. Not going very far. Maybe we should have set it to a smaller bale. But we have got the cornfield as well. We can get some straw off the cornfield. Yeah, I think we're really going to struggle to even get one bale out of this. Yeah, this field I really don't think is worth holding on to if we're not going to get that much off it. We'll hoover up the little bits on the side as well. Didn't windrow them in. Come along with the baler and pick them up. Shouldn't be too bad. Well, at least these bales are going to be decent sizes then. Let's get this little bit here. So that one field then has got us nearly 7,200 litres. And we're at 76% of this baler. So it does show that there's going to be decent size. What would you say? Maybe 9,000 litre bales, or maybe we can even stretch to 10. Alright, well, we're going to have to turn this off for now. We're going to have to leave this in. We're going to have to sort out the cornfield. So just over at the cornfield, and I just thought I'd show you that the actual pickup point is a little bit bigger than the baler. So if you look on the floor, you can see the straw either side is getting picked up. That's what I like about this baler. It has got a wider head pickup point. Normally they are just the size of the baler, but this one's just been extended a little bit, and that makes that pretty cool actually. So it's not ridiculous, as you can see. It just missed little bits on the left there. So it's not like it's huge and it's like 10 meters across. But it does help, so it just doesn't miss them little bits. Sometimes you'll get like a big swath at the end. It's just to sort of cover for bits like that. So there we go, there's one bale. Look at that. That's awesome. So I'm going to go through, just finish off the rest of this field and see if we actually make a couple of bales off this. Fingers crossed. So this is a bit of an awesome baler, this. I do like this. But unfortunately, all this field's done. And I've not managed to get another second bale. It's still in there. Now, these bales are showing 11,000 litres. Now, I don't know if that's just straw. I don't know if hay's going to be the same. In fact, all of them, because sometimes straw will be a bit more than like hay. But that's nice. Look at that. 11,000 litres. And obviously, we've still got some in here. We've not managed to make another one yet. Just over 7,000. So we'll have to save that for another day. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go onto the map here. And I think I am going to go for this field, this little field. And I am actually going to sell that one back. It's this little field here. This one, it's just not going to make us anything. As you saw, sunflowers, it's just so small. It's just not worth it. So I think we'll sell that on, get a bit of money back. We're back at 48 grand. We can tackle the grass now. I've gone and sold the mower because the mower was only like 3 meters or 3.4 meters wide. And I was having a look through, and there's so many different ones we can go for. This one looks a nice one. It's 7.3 meters wide. But it's 52.5 grand. It's a lot of money, and we haven't got that kind of money. So I have had to go for my old trusted faithful, this one. Because this is 6.2 meters. So still an improvement on the last one I had. It's 15 grand. So yeah, it's a lot better. I mean, granted, the one I had gone for was this one. 3.4 meters. Literally a couple of grand. But I just think because we've now got a bigger field, that is going to take quite a while to do with something like that. So this is sort of double the size. But it should help us. So we need to go get set up. So let's go around and get the grass cut then. It's all ready to go. And we'll just sort of get a little bit extra around the sides as well if we can. Because every little bit helps. And I think we could even do where the cow pasture is. Because we're not going to be getting cows anytime soon. They're a bit too out of our price range for now. But I really am tempted with some sheep. because we will get wool, and they only need hay, so that's just simply grass. And we just ted it, dry it to hay, and then bale it. So I really am tempted with some sheep. They will make wool, but I don't know how quickly. Obviously, you know, we're going to need a few sheep for that. But we'll see how we get on. I do think the cow pasture area could be nice to sort of just cut the grass as well. Get us a little bit extra. So let's go through, get every little bit. You see, that's why I got rid of these trees up here, so we can let you get every little bit like that. Look at that. Perfect. All right, let's go through. Let's get the grass cut.
I don't need no one to say you're complicated. 'Cause I knew from the start this might be overrated. It's so typical, you wanna give it one more try. Even though if your mind is telling you it's all a lie. Oh, I gotta wake up. This might be a breakup. 'Cause I don't believe you when you say that you miss me. 'Cause where are your actions to prove me you're different? When I say I need you and you head the direction that's leading away from me, baby. I don't believe you, no. 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 One thing I love about you is your dedication. It got me dreaming at the station. On my way home, oh, I gotta wake up. This might be a breakup. 'Cause I don't believe you.
You know, I don't think that's looking too bad at all. That for a smallish field, I'm impressed. That's all right, that is. So I have just gone and added this in onto the farm. It's cost me $5,000, but it's quite cool. It's like a fuel pump, but it does the silage additive for the balers. So you can go buy it. The problem with buying it, you've always got little bits of pallets kicking about somewhere. So this is just like a fuel pump. So we can just jump into this. We'll open up the menu so we can see, and if you just drive near it, it will say start filling. So we click start filling and we just basically buy it. £144. So much easier, and it's better than going and getting a pallet, because you pay maybe £1,000 for so many litres, and then you've got a pallet kicking about, and you've got to try and remember where you've put the pallet and go, it's here somewhere. So it's easy just to get a pump installed, put it by the cow barn here, because this is the grass area. That's obviously only going to be used for grass. Very handy mod, like it. So we can go and open this up then. Now we have got a bit of straw in here, which won't be an issue. It should convert it over as soon as we go through and start putting this in. And hopefully it will just start wrapping it up, and it should convert the straw. If not, we might get a straw bale come out, which is either way, it doesn't really matter. Looking like it's going to be more straw than grass. This is going to be grass now, hopefully. And I want to see if we can try and wrap some of these. If we can wrap some of these, then we're going to sort of try and get some silage out of them, store them somewhere for now, and then sort of sell them to the BGA and try and make a bit of money that way. We will do some hay. We will look at getting sheep, but I just think for now we need to give the bank balance a little bit of a boost. Looking a little bit low at the minute. We will get some sunflower oil. I don't think we're going to get much, so we can't retire on that. But hopefully some silage bales will make us a bit of money. So I think we're going to have our first one here, which should start wrapping. Yes, look at that. That's so cool. Nice purple wrap as well. We'll go ahead and just finish this up. I like how it works in reverse as well. So even if you're going backwards, it will still pick up. That's pretty cool. And just a wider pickup as well. I really like that. I don't know if many bales do that, but this one's good. Wider pickup, nice and fast. Now, I can unlock the speed. That's obviously a mod that we've got on PC. You can unlock the speed to go quicker, but I'm quite happy as we are at the minute. I'm enjoying this. So that's pretty much all this area done. So let's go through. Let's do a time lapse and let's see if we can try and get some of these and see how many actual silage bales are we going to get all together. Have a guess. What do you think? I don't know. I'm actually struggling to try and work out what it's actually doing. I think what we're looking at here now, 6. It looks like 6.5. Oh no, there's a little bit more that's going in. I don't know how much actually these bales are. Let's see. Okay, there's one. It's looking at 7,500 litres then. I will just double check. We'll just jump out. When it drops it, let's have a look, see what is that. Yeah, 7,500 litres. I'm going to say... Well, that's 1. I think 5 more, so 6 on just this plot of land altogether. Let's see.
It's like talking to a wall when you don't look at me. I wanna speak my mind and tell you how I feel, but it's like talking to a wall when you don't look at me. Please just look at me. I'm a ticking time bomb that goes off easily. You always know which buttons you should push, baby. I'm a ticking time bomb that goes off easily, but you're still here with me.
I absolutely love that baler. I love how it's got the 2 chambers, so you can go round it or take it into one chamber, then it'll pass it through to the back where it starts actually making the bale, and then it wraps it. But then also you don't have to stop, you can carry on because the first chamber is still filling up. That is just awesome. Now I said 6, didn't I? I'm sure I said 6. There's 7 there on that one plot of land, so not far off. That's pretty good. We've got 8 altogether, and then that straw one, which is, I'm assuming it's straw. I mean, it mostly was straw. I'm guessing so because it's not wrapped it, so that's not bad. Let's pick them up, store them, and wait for them to ferment. So we've got this little setup here, and I've just gone and bought a weight for us. This is a small tractor, a small case. Got our bale grabber on, which is a evil looking thing. So we're going to give this a go then. Bale work like this isn't my strong point, but we'll give it a go. We'll see if we can try and do things properly. So if we go and grab this one here, we'll just go drop it down a little bit so we can go up and down. We can tilt it. So we'll just drop down a little bit, see if we can get it at the bottom here. We'll pick it up, give it a little tilt. It's a ton weight on the back, so I'm not sure how many this is going to allow me to sort of pick up together. We'll see if we can. I mean, it's bouncing a little bit now. Maybe I need to go a bit more than a ton on the back. Oh no, we need to just come back a little bit. Seems to be okay. We'll pull out. See if we can get 2. I think 2 will be okay. Ooh. Are we actually off, are we off the ground at all? I think that might be pushing its limits a little bit. It's quite heavy on the front, as you can see. We'll tilt it back. Now we can close the little like claw thing around it. I mean, that's really kind of like pinned it in now, isn't it, really? I don't know if we need that. I suppose it helps with the transport. We can go try and put these in here. I'm not sure if that's just purely because I've not got a big enough weight on the back. If you do more bale work, you know, do let me know. Give me some tips on this one. Do we just go for a bigger weight on the back, or am I like, this is the small tractor that will come with the front loader and the bale grab? It all came as like a pack. Is it just I need a bigger weight? Or am I just asking too much for this small little tractor? Should I really be getting like a front loader for the McCormick or even the big 340? Or maybe it's just not picking up, you know, 2 at a time. Oh, you know what? It does help, doesn't it, if we open that again? That might actually help. Just push it forward a bit more. Right up to the wall. Now pull out. Yes. Okay. So, there's 2. I'm going to get these done and we'll see what the stack looks like at the end. I've got to say, I'm actually impressed with myself there. This is the first time ever that I've used a front loader to stack bales like this. Normally it's all auto-loaded, dump them in, and it's done that way, hence why it's so neat. This, as you can see, yeah, that's not auto-loaded or auto-stacking because, well, you can just see, it would be a lot neater than that. I did start going 3 high, but the problem is, with it being in a shed, you've got the height of that thing. And it did it, but it was like right on the edge of its height reach. So I thought, yeah, you know what, I'm just going to stick to 2. And I found that if I just did 1 bale at a time, it was a lot more easier. 2 was right on the edge of like its weight limit and what we could do, as you saw when I showed you. But yeah, I like that actually. I was getting into the swing of that, picking up 1 and, you know, getting into the controls and all that. That's pretty good. Now, do tell me in the comments, I'm not sure, is this meant for square bales? Is that why it's got a bit of a claw? Or can it be used for round bales? I mean, I've used it because it came with the farm and I didn't have to buy anything. But is that technically the wrong thing for round bales? Will it do? I mean, it's worked fine for that. Let me know what you think. I'm not sure. It doesn't tell me whether it's for square, round, or anything. It just seems like a generic bale grabber. But I do like it, actually. So, yeah, I think we might keep it. And also, let me know what you think. Do I just need to get a bigger weight on the back? That's 1 ton. Is that, like, nowhere near for the kind of lifting bales? Do I need to upgrade it for maybe 2 ton or more? I would love your feedback. But for now, though, I think that's going to be a good place to end this. We've done a lot of things. What have we got to do next time? Well, looking at the calendar, there isn't really much we can do at the minute. We are going into winter. We could do some cotton in Feb, but we're not going to do any cotton. I'm hoping that the grass, we might get some more cuts out of that before it does get really cold. But I think we could be fast forwarding through a lot of time, really. We can't do anything with our crops until we get later into next year. As you can see, wheat and canola and all that's around July time, so we can't really do much with them. If we can get some more like grass, I'm going to wait and see. Maybe we could save them, or maybe we could, yeah, we've got to wait for them to ferment at the minute. They're only 3%, so they're going to take a little while. So we'll let them ferment. We'll sell them on. We'll get a bit of money because we've not got, you know, silage we need for cows, really, and we're not got any cows at the minute. If we can get a few more cuts off the grass, then I would like to try and get some sheep. So if we can sell them, get some money from them, see if we can get some hay made up. We can see if we can try and store this. Maybe we can store this in here. We'll get rid of the straw one. Yeah, I'm hoping in the next episode we can get some sheep. So until then, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode.